Hey Cody, it's Ross from Now Pools. We have your pool all set up. It is currently filling. It'll be probably a good 8 to 10 hours before it's done. So depending on whether it's done or not tonight, you can always turn it off when you go to bed and then refill it, refinish it in the morning here. So a couple of things. We have the ladder placed here. You are welcome to move this. In fact, we encourage you to move this out of the pool if you're not using it, just for safety purposes. Then we also have a chlorine floater that we brought you guys. It is filled with chlorine tabs. We're going to set it on this step for the purpose of when the pool rises up to this level. It can be at the lower step as well. It'll naturally just take this and it'll float away. Then the chemicals will start mixing. To get you started, we've added some liquid chlorine as well. So there are some chemicals that's safe to get in as early as this afternoon. So don't worry about that, but it will add more chemicals throughout the week, and Josh will be back next week to test everything, all the chemicals, clean it out as well. So let's talk about a couple of things. I did instruct your wife on this, but when the water level gets above these B valves, which are the outlet valves, you're going to want to, that's when you can turn on your pump, not any sooner than that. So it doesn't necessarily matter whether it's just above these B valves or it's near the top. Either way, it's fine, as long as it's above these valves. You'll see water start flowing into the pump here. This basket will fill up with water, and then the back of your pump has a on-off switch, and it's already plugged in here, so you can just turn this on when the water's above the B valves. Now let's talk real quick about the filter here. Currently it's in the play position, which looks like a play button there. A couple of things to note: the X button means all these valves will be closed off and no water will flow. The thing I want to explain to you is this backwash valve. So it kind of looks like two arrows backwards. It's kind of confusing. There's a recirculate and then one other refresh button here, basically, for the water. Now, the backwash valve, and this is something we won't be able to do for you, but we can guide you through it, is on this valve. It is marked with a D on the side. You're going to unscrew this cap, and you can attach one of the hoses that come with this long hose that goes into your A valve if you'd like, and attach it here. If not, I'd recommend removing this O-ring, just save it up top here. When the water is flowing in here, you're going to want to push this orange lever down and over to this backwash button, which we will leave it here for your purposes, but then you're going to want to turn on the pump. This will start spewing out water that should be kind of a brownish color. That is the sand getting cleaned out, and you're going to want to run it until that's perfect. Well, not perfectly clear, but just feel it here as the water's rushing out, and you will feel it get lighter and lighter and grit until there's very little sand coming out. Then you can go ahead and stop the pump temporarily, and then move your lever back to the play button. You're going to want to cap this again with this O-ring in place and screw this cap back on, and then this play button will allow water to flow in from the pool, get pumped through here, get cleaned out in the filter, and then run up to this A valve where it's going to shoot back into the pool. Just note that there is a sort of a way to lock and unlock this. You want to keep it in the unlock position, basically this open lock all the time. Really, you're never going to have a purpose to close down this into the lock position, so I would just recommend always keeping this in the unlock position unless you are going to use this hose to backwash the sand. Those are really the only instructions. Hopefully that's clear. You can always give us a call. You can give me a call or a text message on my cell phone, 602-373-8787. Otherwise, enjoy the pool, and we will see you next week for a cleaning. Thanks, Cody.